maximum. Oh, there's no maximum. We can be here all night with unlimited overtime. Starting with Covenant on attack. Not one of the maps that I'm most seasoned at, if I'm being honest. I feel like whenever I was playing comp, this map was more or less always vetoed, so I don't really have a good understanding other than watching other people play it. Looks to me like we're going to be Bomb's kind of sitting, chilling in the middle, so there's options. He's keeping his options available. Rose playing tight in this 90 angle. Nade coming out and landing at her feet. It's a targeted nade as CK takes out Rose. I'd love to see that nade from his POV. Cul-de-sac hiding on site now, trying to give these players a false sense of security. And he does just that as he's able to take out one before going down. And it's all echoes as the bomb moves towards the B site here in the hands of Boa. Advanced position taken by Mizzy. Panic stops the plants. Panic, noticeably, not playing with the Ash 12 now. No, I believe there might not be any Ash 12s at all on the playing field. Bomb never got planted. Mizzy did a little bit of damage to himself with that flashbang. Thorax low on Ghostly 2 is playing in dangerous water. We need to drop back and get the bomb planted if I'm on this red team. Support's there. Smoke's in. And now, the guys in red have a strong foothold in the round. Panic goes down to Ghostly. And that's first round drawn for Covenant. Almost a kill apiece. Almost. Nice even spread of the kills there. Unfortunate that I believe they were watching the VOD and they figured out where Rose, like when they were, because when these last games that were played was Unknown versus Evasion, so Cobb would have been watching, seeing where Rose plays and have probably a targeted nade for that area. I wonder where Rose switches up her position to now. Likely playing from heaven. W Tournament, nice people. Thank you very much. I appreciate the kind words. Down goes Cul-de-sac. MZY and CK here. CK throwing a heaven nade this time, and it is flush. I need to start spectating these guys to learn some of these nades. Useless at arm utility from here as the jump shot comes through. You love to see it. Enemy goes down and they busted the doors of B site open. Waffle. See, with an MCX, this is a bit dangerous. I don't think you're going to be able to get enough shots in and down. CK able to chip away at his feet or his elbow or something from that angle. Panic. Trying to nade onto, I guess the B side area. Last alive on the rotation in. 5 strong standing for the red team here. As CK has a monster round. All 5. I think it's the first ace that I've seen. There was an almost ace from Watchful earlier on Iceberg. Here might be the first ace. Check this man's PC. I will, however, be spectating him to see his nades because those are two... if I was Rose right now, I'd be feeling very frustrated back-to-back nade deaths. From 2 very different positions, but look, it happens. As much as you're privy to move your position based on getting naded, you're also the guy throwing the nade is likely to change the position too. Busting down the door, running through the smoke. Enemy gets 2 before getting taken out. 3v3 with total site control for the red team. All 3 triple builders standing side by side as CK finds cul-de-sac. Elevated position of Boa finds 1. And the position of Waffle has been compromised. Gets one. Doesn't quite get the second. The elevation change there. Difficult to work with when you're peeking like that. Both of those players could be side by side, but one being up top, one being down low. It's way too difficult to transfer like that instantly. 3 on the board now for Cov. Definitely feel bad and sad for Evasion now in their run of form in the tournament is basically being a nail biter versus CNM to going against both the best teams in NA is very difficult to deal with. That being said, it is the way that the cookie crumbles when it comes to round differential. Nice kill from CK onto Waffle now as they're clearing 90, pushing into B side. Cul-de-sac takes out CK. We have Rose switching up onto A site now. No real strong commitments from the red team following the death of CK. Mazzy, MZY finds cul-de-sac. Smoke to heaven now as the bomb... Ooh, it's a bit of an iffy smoke to heaven. The bomb makes its way towards B. 3 players of Evasion are going to figure this out any moment now once the bomb they get the information of the bomb being planted. They're going to have to coordinate and retake together. Instead of pushing through and finding a kill, red team's strategy here is to wait. Wait and deal with the players as they come to them instead of trying to get out and do something themselves. A lot of corners to clear on this current build of this map. Bullet takes out 2. Nice 3k from him on this one. So those watching and wondering, the next map is going to be Aspect versus Fracture. That'll be the last map of the day. Always curious to see where the nades are going. And not very far because of door frames and window frames. Ooh! Panic! Kinda low-key shits on bow there, I'm not gonna lie, from across the map. And they've isolated bomb now and they're jumping on it. They're jumping for joy as they've split the Cov team in 2. And they are right down the middle sitting with a downed bomb. A bajillion angles for Evasion to sit in outside here now. However, Nick the Man finds Waffle trying to make a smart play to camp the bomb from really far back, but just gets caught out. Teamwork on the side of Cov sees him down. Nonetheless, bomb is still lost. However, B site is also in total control of red team. Aggression favors the red team here. Cul-de-sac drops back to library. Bomb planted now. 3 stacking on top of each other, and it's all down to Rose. The last minute sub, the savior of Team Evasion. With Cryo having to step out. Can't get it done. 5 rounds to the good for the red team. Evasion yet to get on the board here on Iceberg. I'll say CK has had a very, very, very strong tournament outside of that game against Unknown in the very opening round. However, I mean, they didn't play bad at all in that game. There was a lot of marginal rounds that saw that game fall in favor of UN. Waffle, very strong forward position here. Being able to simply get in this position kinda tells him a tale of what bomb site they're going to anyway. CK sniffs out something though. Not quite the right location. Goes down to Waffle, and that's Waffle potentially on the flank here. Nick the Man finds Panic with the nade. Nick the Man finds Rose Reina as well. Waffle playing with fire as the enemy team bursts onto the bomb site to plant the bomb. I've seen some BM from some of the past teams on Twitter. Some nice funny tweets. That's great. Down goes Waffle to Boa from his little elevated and perched position yet again. He's getting a lot of value from this spot. Any team that's playing Iceberg against Covenant's going to be on the lookout for that one. 6-0 at the moment. As good as it can be, as flawless as it can be if you're a Team Red enthusiast in chat. That's your 98 if anyone wants to see how he did that one before. Cul-de-sac showing a little bit of his forehead there. Not enough to get the job done for CK. 2 kills go down over on the other side of the map now, as no doubt the bomb's going to want to make its move towards... What's going on here? Was this a... Did he boost and then vault over? Is that what we saw? Unlucky for cul-de-sac as the lead extends to 7. Administration in the background is doing the vetoes ahead of the next match. Boys and girls, we have the vetoes. We are secure. We are bloody playing Iceberg again. That's fantastic. Next game is Fracture versus Aspect on Iceberg. With passion and enthusiasm. It's actually theoretically a heartbreaking match to play in the last the last chance qualifier, really. Fracture and Aspect, both teams that I would want to see go through to the next round. Pitting off against each other. 1 seat available on this bus, sir. Enemy taking a lot of damage, trying to get some real estate out of this. Ooh. Ooh, minus 30 euros as he shoots someone through a wall with the pre-fire. We're going to call enemy DMA Dave now. Rose patiently waiting, and she is so right to do so here. Gets the kill just as I switch off around to Ghostly. Now Evasion are answering back. Boa, last alive for Team Red. A little bit of freedom. A little bit of freedom. Needs to find this kill. Needs to find it. Snappy does so. This is dangerous for him. As the teamwork of Panic and Rose Reina come through. 2 Nicely done, nicely done. Evasion on the board here. At minimum, going home with the breadstick. Switching sides now. 2 is what's needed for Cov. Are we saying this map is an attacking sided map or a defensive siding map, guys? Or maybe just, unfortunately, not an evasion sided map. I think after today, I'm going to enjoy myself a nice cold shower before eating some microwave pasta. Colossal nade finds its way into this mini area. Good damage onto both players. Nick the man says it's time to go to Sleepy Weepies as he decimates the attack. Exquisite punches in from the back and takes out Rose. Big 3k from Nick. It was a really nice nade. I didn't catch who threw it. But it did stunt the growth of that attack. Match point. After a long, hard-fought battle from both teams throughout the course of the tournament, Nick the man with another 3k. We need to check him PC. Absolute domination here from the A-hold. Bomb secured, located, and perched upon. All down now to Rose and Waffle to try to get something done here. To keep tournament life alive. Enemy located. Down goes Waffle, and we're all down to Rose now as she falters to Ghostly. That is all she wrote for this version of Iceberg. 9-1 victory for Covenant against Evasion sees Covenant advance to the next stage of the tournament, which will be played tomorrow at 6 PM BST.